Have you been wondering, where is Jason? We haven't heard from him for a while. Well, just like your favorite bands going out on concert tour and then you don't hear from them for a little while, there's a reason, because they're back in the recording studio recording new music. So that's effectively what I have been doing for the last few months. And just wanted to give you a quick update on what I've been up to and what you can expect to see now and in the future. So late last year, I started a new podcast called Fire and Earth with one of my friends, Kathy Groover. And the purpose of this podcast is really to help people unlock their potential and to talk about some different things that you can do to better your life, to make yourself less stressed out, and really just take full advantage of life. So there's lots of different topics that we're sharing on that, and having some really interesting people on the show that we're interviewing as well. So that's one of the things that I was up to the end of last year, and then I needed a break. So we took about 3 weeks and went down to Australia. My wife Allie is Australian, and so we always like to go back every year or two. And we spent 3 weeks just relaxing down in Melbourne and Inverloch, down in that area of Victoria in Australia, and enjoyed the holidays with family down there. So came back and it was into the recording studio. So I've been hard at work in the recording studio since then, getting some different things ready. And so here's some of the stuff that I've been working on. One of them is a Chief Audit Executive Roundtable. And so what that is it's a group that I'm putting together of Chief Audit Executives, those executives that are in charge of internal audit at their organizations, and getting them together in a safe and confidential space so that they can talk about some of the real challenges and opportunities in internal audit. So I've been doing a lot more writing and videos about internal audit to be able to help out in that space. That was where I've spent most of my career. In fact, I was a chief audit executive at 2 different companies as well. So I've been working on that. There's a lot of work to kind of get that together. The second thing that I've been recording is the Mefford CIA review course. Now, CIA, it's not Central Intelligence Agency, but it's the Certified Internal Auditor. It's a review course to help people pass the Certified Internal Auditor certification exams. There's 3 different exams that they have to take. And that underwent a huge change in 2019. So I had to go back and re-record the whole course again because a lot of the materials had changed. So now out there in the course, there's about 80 hours. That's 80 hours of different courses, material between those 3 different parts. So I put that together, and also that kind of goes along with that is called Multisensory Learning. And so let me just tell you quickly what that is, because I'm including that as a free bonus in the Mefford CIA review course. And here's why. Traditional learning methods, we tend to learn at a slower pace, and it's harder for us to remember the information. And so this is something, I've been thinking for a long time. In fact, probably 20 years of kind of casual research on this, and really this last year thinking about it and putting it together as a way for you to actually be able to unlock your whole brain while you are learning. So like I said, most traditional methods, they usually rely on kind of the consciousness or prefrontal cortex part of our brain for learning. Now that's only about 10% of your brain's capacity. And so again, I was thinking, well, how can we open this up and use that other 90% of our brain as well? And through a lot of research in science and psychology and understanding how the brain actually works, I've come up with a solution. So I've created what I'm calling the multisensory learning loop, and it's a way for you to be able to learn quicker and be able to remember more of the information. So this is especially important if you're trying to study for an exam, but it also helps us in our lives. So I try to learn something new every day. And by incorporating and using this, I'm able to remember and learn those things faster as well. And so I was also working on actually creating a course to teach people how to use multisensory learning. And so, again, that takes time, but I've got that already, and that is out there. As I said, that's a free bonus for the Mefford CIA review course. But now I also have it as a separate course. So anybody who wants to learn more about that and actually be able to learn quicker and remember more can actually take that course as a separate course as well. So that's out there as well. So another album dropped for that. The last thing that I've been up to is creating a new podcast called Jamming with Jason. And that podcast, it's all about rock and roll and about internal audit. So again, since that's where most of my experience has been, I wanted to actually put together a forum to get more information out there to people who work in internal audit, risk management, and compliance, because there's not a lot of information that's out there for them. So wanted to put more of that out there, and really excited. We just launched it a couple weeks ago, and already we're the #1 podcast in the world for internal auditors. So really excited about that, and excited about all the different things that I've been able to put forth, kind of cut a whole bunch of new records and drop a lot of new information out there for people to get. So that's what I've been up to. Little update from me. If you scroll further down in the email or look, you'll be able to actually see and get some of the links to go out and take a look at some of those things. But just wanted to, again, give you an update, let you know I'm still alive. I'm just not touring as much as I used to because my old body can't handle 40 weeks a year on the road. So I'm going to spend more time in the recording studio because I found as well that I can get the message out to more people by using some of the digital means as well. And so really excited about that. You'll see more from me from my virtual recording studio that you see behind me here. So have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you later.